play the clip? Question mark? No. Look at the pic. Look at the pic. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll preface this because obviously yesterday, and we didn't make a news post on this because obviously we didn't. It was or was it this morning? They put out the silhouette this morning and then did this on the stream. Yeah. Either way, earlier today we got they've been doing this like guess the monster game on Twitter, and we assumed it was probably leading up to a new enemy reveal until probably we saw the new enemy yesterday. But then it's like it sort of just came back around to them just showing it. And then when you saw it this morning, I stupidly didn't assume that we would see it. I thought, oh look, there's a silhouette. And I thought, wait a minute. And then you said that's how they're going to reveal the name. And I thought to myself, what the fuck? Why would I not immediately jump to that? We're going to see its name and exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, not shadowed by darkness.
Not at all.
Anymore.
It's actually in perfect lighting. Arguably too much lighting. It is the Glyphid Stingtail. And it is a Glyphid, although genuinely this looks less like a Glyphid than I expected from what we've had seen already.
Yeah.
Because he definitely is, but obviously we have this sort of implication. We're not sure how hard an implication this is, how hard that very small bit of information we got on the roadmap is, and that there were like signs found deeper down of life. We're not, but either way, that could be probably even if they didn't think about it, that can be used to explain any of the major differences from this to the other Glyphids. But it is the Glyphid Stingtail, and he looks mean as fuck, and he just looks like he's in a lot of pain with those horns. To be honest, it doesn't look quite right. But he's got those 3 horns, but he's also got other horns.
I think he's got like tusks.
Yeah,
he's got like 3 tusks, and then he's got horns just as well. And then he's got a scorpion's tail. He's a real abomination of nature. And this is something that Harry pointed out, which really throws me off, is that it has eyes.
Yeah.
Glyphids don't have eyes.
They are also glowing eyes, though. And also, remember, it might not be as undeliberate as you think. Because obviously, in that teaser we saw yesterday, we got a little bit from the its perspective. You remember? Which I don't know if that's insignificant, but we had that, and now also we see that it has eyes. It's not going to be a big deal. I hope it is explained. They do, when they write the bestiary entries, they do pay some attention to it. So I'd be surprised if it's not glanced upon anyway. But it is significant, and I say glowing. I say glowing eyes because actually the other guys don't have eyes like this. Like most of them. You look at the other creatures that have eyes, although they kind of glow. Maybe that's not that significant. I think it is significant that it's a Glyphid with eyes, and I hope it is. And obviously, that would aid the explanation or aid the sort of the factor of these being from deeper epoxies, whatever that means. Not that them having eyes makes more sense, unless they have like thermal vision would be the thing to explain it the best, I suppose. And they would need that for some reason further down because there's no light sources further down. But it's not like the Glyphids would use light sources given they don't have eyes.
Once again, it's often the opposite way around.
But aside from the eyes, we got its name and a better look at the tail itself. It's still like the tail is still throwing me off in a few ways, but we know a little bit, or we know something. Not sure how conclusive it is, but we know something, and that the dev mentioned being prone. Was that the word? Pulled.
He was pulled out of the pod by one of them, apparently, while he was playing.
And obviously, to me, Stingtail is more like a scorpion than it is. Because it's not a stinger as such, but it's just got a little hand on it. It's horrible.
I'm more convinced than ever that he pulls you in with the hand tail, and then he basically just impales you on himself. And that's where the sting comes from, getting your dwarven ass pierced by either of those multiple spikes.
We also lean towards quite heavily, I should say, almost conclusively, that it's not a grab and hold type enemy. that's why we focused on the dev mentioning being pulled, in that it might just pull you and let you go after it's, it'll pull you into its horns, but then you'll sort of be let go, I guess. But you'll probably not be in a good place still.
But that will still
Yeah.
be quite, horrific. It can be assumed. Obviously, I think it'll be a while now until we see any gameplay with it, and by that, like, the what's the beta test time? Like 2 weeks before.
Well, we probably won't see any more of this guy
that'll
until
be
then, I imagine. Probably it.
Yeah. So for now, I think we can assume you can like dodge it. Like, it's not going to be like a cave leech where unless you kill it, it will get you.
I mentioned that on the podcast. I think where it's like, it looks, from the footage we saw yesterday, it looks too quick to be something where it could like readjust its trajectory. It's like it chooses where it's going to like launch itself, and that's it. So it looks like it will be very quick.
It's
but
like it's essentially going to be like a projectile.
Yeah. Which is, I think, the right way to go about it. Either way, from what we've seen, he looks like he might serve some kind of unique gameplay role. I hope so. The pulling and not necessarily grabbing you will solidify that. But either way, he looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. No visible weak point either. Going to be looks like a lot more like a Glyphid, where the weak point is just wherever there isn't armor. I feel like it will be the tail once it's sort of opened up, maybe, or even if it like you're meant to like dodge it and have it. I think maybe if you shoot the tail when it's coming for you, that might be pretty.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can imagine, because that mouth does not look unguarded. Doesn't. Yeah. Also, that armor looks unbreakable to me as well. I don't know if it will be, but
I think I'm placing my bets and kind of hoping that this is just going to be the armor type for the new set of enemies.
Hope, if there's more than one Glyphid, I hope they all look like
it's like essentially, it'll like, I think that looks about medium. It looks like Praetorian. I don't think it's like unbreakable.
But yeah, well, onto that.
The twins back
in terms
armor.
of sort of its position amongst the others, in terms of how much we'll see it. We know it's not a boss, obviously. It doesn't look huge either, and we know it's not massive. It's like definitely smaller than a Praetorian, right? Roughly the same size. It's thinner than a Praetorian.
The tail probably goes above the wall size. I think it like the tail gives him height.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think he's like pretty normal. Probably
that's
around
what
Warden,
I was thinking. I think it would be like something that sort of shows up about as often as a Warden, but it's like more aggressive. But we'll see. Either way, it's the Glyphid Stingtail. There he is. That's it, right? You got anything else to say? No. That's him. He looks cool. He looks mean. Can't wait to get killed by it. A lot. I won't kill it. I'll learn its technique and dodge every attack like a ninja, and I'll destroy it in the most efficient way possible. With fat boys. Alright, that's it. Bye.